Hello everyone, it's Mo B the Yarny. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday. Today we're just going to talk about some whips, some FOs, and some yarn. So I have a bit of yarn to show you. I went to Joann's and to Michael's and to Walmart. So I'll just show you a bit of that. But first we're going to go over some of my whips that I have going on. Yes, we'll go in that order. I don't believe that I showed this before. This is one I've been working on for a while. And I've got lots of strings hanging from this. Where's the end of it? Here we go. Now this was on my UFO for a while. Only because it was giving me some issues. This is made from, I just got some more of it today. Let's see here. It is made from loops and threads, facets, and it is called Ocean Jasper, is the name of it. It's a beautiful colorway. It's got the glitter. I love glitter. And it does have the halo, and it has those, what's it called in it? It's 99% acrylic, 1% polyester, and it has all these tinsels running through it to make it nice and shiny, which I like. And so far I have this much finished. And this is a pattern from MJ Off the Hook. Now, I just have to finish the border going around. It's not too far from here to here. So that won't take me long. And then I have to finish, where are you? I can't even find you. This sleeve. Yeah, so I have a bit to go. But this was one of my favorite things I worked on, and it did give me some issues because in the pattern she tells you to go down a hook size when you're doing the bands. But when I did that, it shrank the pattern up for me, and that wasn't, it shrank it too much for me. So actually I had to go back and take the band out and redo it, which was not easy with this yarn because it doesn't like to frog well. And one part of it I actually cut it off out of desperation because it did not want to come off at all. But I'm looking forward to getting this finished because it is one of my favorite colorways that I've been working with and being able to wear it. Today would have been a good day to wear it since we've got another inch of snow. Yes, snow in March. Lovely weather we're having here in Ohio. We get lake effect snow all the time, but you never know with March. Okay, and here's another one that is almost finished, the one I'm wearing. And of course I made this for my daughter, and it would fit her better because she's smaller than me. So, but I love it, and I put a hood on it, and it would have been perfect to wear out today, being so cold. But I love this because it has a hood. I love hoods. But I love the design, and this design was from Kelly from Craft in a Cuppa, who's in the UK. And I made another one of these for my granddaughter, which was just all in the rainbow colors. And she loves that one too. And hers has, instead of a button in the front, it has the tie string in the front. And hers also has the tassels at the bottom. And now I have a bunch of threads I still have to get down on this one. I mean, sew in, not get down. Okay, so those are two of the ones, and this is one of the yarns I picked up today from Michael's, the Loops and Threads, and it's the Ocean Jasper, which is very similar to the Prism, Mary Maxim Prism. They have the same feel to them, and this one is just I think I saw the color here. Yeah, Blue Lagoon. I love them both. I love the Prism yarns, and I love the Loops and Threads Facets, it's called. I love working with those, but they are hard to work with sometimes. Okay. Then, let's see here. The next one I will show you, the ones I just started, and they're for Easter. My little bunny rabbits. I do have 9 grandkids right now, and the older ones don't really care for them, but I'll make them one anyway. But I just came up with this pattern. I have lost one of my magazines. I had one that was from, it featured all Australian creators that made amigurumis, and I learned a lot from them on how to create amigurumis, from the legs and the arms and how to get them in place. I was in search of eyes today, safety eyes, and I usually always glue them also. But I will be finishing up these. I had to get some more yarn for the carrots, and I will be making these in all my 80s colors and a few pastels I have also. But so I've got cute little bunnies I've been working on. Let's see. I did finish. I'll show you. Yeah, finishing. Ooh, that's where that pen went to. I finished my bag that I've been working on. I've been working on this bag for Crafting Kitty for Things We're Making Thursday, was bags for the month of March. So I finished that. I did stuff it full of this stuff because I plan on putting all my bunnies in there for Easter once they're finished. So yeah, I did my knit. The dark purple here is knitted, so it's like my first major knitting project. But I do have a couple holes where I dropped stitches, and there is a lady who shows you how to fix knitted items when you have holes in them on YouTube, and I'm going to look her up to see if I can fix those drop stitches that I have. Okay. Another one that I am working on is this shawl. And this shawl, I made it bigger. I made it bigger than the pattern called for, but I did that on purpose, just because I wanted it to be bigger. And now I am up to where I'm going to be adding the border onto it. And this is from Shandy at Expression Fiber Arts, and it was a very easy pattern to do. And every time I'd watch her before, I would think I could never do these things that they're doing on this channel. But I thought this was an easier one. And then looking at the other ones, I'm thinking, now I could do that stuff. Just have to give it a try. And even if you make a few mistakes, who's going to know? If I make mistakes, my kids don't know because they don't crochet. You're the only one usually that knows your own mistakes, and you'll point them out to people. In other words, they wouldn't know that they're there. But I love the way this one flows. Especially this is a finger weight yarn that I used on this, and it has good stretch. But I'm going to have to block this when it's done. and that's gonna be a big space I'm gonna need for that. Okay, so that's another one of my whips. And let's see here. Where did I put them? Let's see, I still haven't finished my pillow because it's not something I actually need right now, but I finished the blanket that went with this, but this is one part of the pillow to go with the blanket, and it's in the Harlequin stitch pattern. I have one side done and the other side half done, so, and I'm going to be putting a border along the edge. I believe I used the crab stitch, which is just a reverse single stitch along the border for that. And Crystal from Bag a Day has a pattern for the pillow, and she has one for the Afghan, so you could follow along with her as she makes these. But it may look hard, but it's not. It's pretty easy. It's just double crochets. It's pretty easy to follow. Okay, let's see. I did have one more. Oh, I have two more, actually. I actually have another one I forgot to bring in here. I still have this other sweater that I'm working on, and I did a little bit more on the other side because you have to do two sections for each sweater and make them look exactly the same. So this is one side, and then the other side is in here, right here. And then once they get big enough to hook them together, then you can start adding on to the sleeves, and you add on to the bottom. And I'm probably going to be putting a hood on this one. And this one I'm just using all my scrap yarn for because I have lots of gray and white scrap yarn. I just have to make sure that I make these hexagons the same on both sides. And when I made my pink one, I actually used a Karen cake. I had two Karen cakes the same, and I used those to make the hexagon with. I just thought of something, which I'll get to that in a little bit. And the other one that I'm working on, I don't know why the fur's in there, it shouldn't be. Now this is a crochet along that I'm doing with Jada and Stitches. I just have the yarn for that. I have yarn everywhere today. Okay, here it is. Oh, excuse me. I had to buy more yarn for this. And yes, it's got some sparkle. I don't know if you can see it or not. I love sparkle, but this is the big twist, and it's just light. It's called light blue. And here are some of the ones I've done so far. I decided to do 3 or 4 of each because I want to make a bigger project than she's making. So I found all my blue colors that I have, and I just stuck them all in this bag. I have more blue colors in a little container I have in there. And then I'm just going to keep making the patterns. This one I believe was January. Or was it? And this one was February. And I did not make March yet, but I will be making that since I got the new blue color. Okay. I think that's it for the whips. Besides the little vest that I just have to put buttons on. Okay, let's get into some yarn. Now I keep forgetting to show you this one. This did come in my surprise box. And it's the Hometown from Lion Brand. And I did get 6 of these. And it's a 5-weight. It's called Anchorage Ice. It's got black and gray. It's got a nice iridescence to it. But since I have 6 of them, I was thinking about making slippers with them, but since there's 6, I might be able to wear a wearable. Maybe make a wearable, but I don't know if it's too busy for me for a wearable. I'd have to work something up to see how that would be. If it's too busy, then it will become slippers. They will become slippers. Oh, hiding out on me. I'm always doing that. Finding hooks everywhere. Okay. So that was the Lion Brand Hometown. It's saying it's a 6-weight, but it feels more like a 5-weight. So I did get 6 of these. Okay. And we have some, more Lion Brand. Lots of Lion Brand. I got some more Hometown. And it's in the colorway. They changed where they put it. Hoboken Honey. And I got 2 of these, and I plan on making a bunny out of them. MJ Off the Hook just did a bunny one, and I liked these colors because they have an iridescence that the yarn she used didn't have, and the ones she made were just for decorative purposes. And I think I'm gonna make one of maybe 2 of those. If I just pull from both ends of the yarn, it'll be fine to make those. But I really liked the way these felt. They're nice and squishy. And if one of my grandkids played with them, it wouldn't hurt if they play with them. Because I do have 4 younger grandkids that still like to play with toys. So it wouldn't hurt if they play with these. And then I got some Lion Brand Mandela cakes, and I liked the ways the colorways in these are, but the name is just Groot, 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 and this is going to become a nice shawl. I love making shawls, but I only have one here because I would donate mine. A friend of mine at our church is a hospice nurse, and I would give them to her, and she would use them for the hospice, because people, when they are in hospice, they get really cold, and I would make them and donate them to her so they could wear them while they're in the hospice. So if you like to make things and you just build them up, there's always some place that you can donate them to. I even saw in Joann's today, they have a box for donations. You could see what place that you could donate to, besides giving them to thrift stores and places like that. There could be organizations. There's the veteran centers. There's hospice places. There's all kind of places that would take your donations. So there's these that will be a beautiful shawl. Okay. Then I had to get some more green because And this is the Red Heart Super Saver, of course. And the color is Spring Green, which is exactly what I needed for my carrot tops for my bunnies. I was out of the green. I had a lighter green, but I wasn't feeling that green. You know what I mean? You want certain colors for certain things, so I wanted to get this one. It was on sale. I spent $20, I believe, because a lot of things were on sale. Yeah, well, that's the wrong one. That was Walmart. Yeah, I spent $20.05, so it's not bad. A lot of things on sale. And this yarn, I have been looking for this for a while because I was convinced that it was a Red Heart colorway, and it's because I never saved my papers off my yarn until now, and that was a suggestion from Erin. I've been keeping mine now, and I throw them in a drawer that I have. I use this colorway for amigurumis, and they're sea creatures that I make with them, and they look very pretty with this colorway because it's self-changing colorway, and it's called, what is this called? It is called Blossom, but with the colors of the corals and the purples and the tans. I have made some octopi and some jellyfish, the mamas and the babies with it. But I like the way this does up because it changes colors on its own. So this is what I got too today. But that was it for the yarn. But I plan on making a lot of things with those and more bunnies. And tomorrow, pretty sure I have one more whip but it's in the other room. I will show that tomorrow. But thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a good Tuesday, and be kind to someone today, and if there's someone you can help out, do that too. I ran into a lady today in Joann's, and I helped her out as much as I could because she couldn't find what she was looking for either. But I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.